Nice little ad.
We're here at
Cheers.
Granite City Food and Brewery here in
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
But there's more than just the one here.
What is your name, the lovely redhead?
Emily, you've been great.
You come down here, make sure to say hi to Emily. And I'll tell you what, this is a pretty special night. I don't think we have ever had double IPAs.
Are we doing this?
Double IPAs at somewhere around the 8% range, right? 8 to 9.
Almost 9% the double IPA.
A little over 8 this year.
A little over 8.
So let's say 8.5.
8.5.
Más o menos.
And $2 for a 20 ounce all night long. $2 for a 20 ounce.
Do you remember
all night long?
Do you remember the Love Connection where you go 2 and 2?
I do remember that. We'll
Chuck
be
Woolery?
back in 2 and 2.
Or whoever that. Yeah, that was. So basically.
I don't think he was talking about this, but
we are.
Yeah.
So in other words, if a brewery does that every week, and we live there, we're there every week.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
This is the Wednesday night spot right here.
I mean, come on.
So as you can see, definitely an unfiltered style of double IPA. Got a nice cloudiness to it.
And on a side note, we tasted everything. We did the pumpkin.
Oh, yeah,
we did
the pumpkin and
not
the
the wheat,
Bach
but the
and
Bach and
yeah.
the stout and all that.
Pretty solid lineup of beers here. I mean, they definitely have 27, 28 locations. So we're not talking about one place.
Right.
We're talking about a fairly good sized scale.
Getting through the Midwest through there. Now everything's unfiltered. Did you say, Max?
Well, I mean, everything. I don't know. I wouldn't say that. I'd say a couple of these probably are filter. And I did see. We took a little tour of the brewery.
Right.
You probably got a couple of shots. There's a plate and frame.
There's a
plate and frame filter back there. So
Yep.
they do filter some of their stuff, but definitely not their double. And you had their regular IPA, and they didn't filter that. That was cloudy as well.
Right.
And,
so the IPAs are unfiltered.
Yeah, IPA is definitely
So
unfiltered.
bonus for you remember earlier if you took our class, vitamins, heavy, and antioxidants in that unfiltered. So
Healthy stuff we're talking about. Yeah.
right, that's when we're going to feel like champions in the morning.
Pretty good nose. Not a hop forward like, wow, we're going to get slammed with hops here nose. But that's pretty common with the doubles. I mean, you usually find a little more balance. We don't know what the IBUs on this are. We didn't get the spec sheet, so to speak. But I would say if I had to guess, I'd say somewhere in that 50 to 60 range. It's not overly hoppy.
I agree with that. Okay. And also in the nose, there's some sweet.
Yeah.
In the nose itself, yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely some maltiness there. Color-wise, I mean, you're probably
I'm not seeing through that.
You're not quite into the amber category. You're still kind of into the blonde, but yet because it being non-filtered, you've got a nice thickness to it. And I'll tell you what, the taste. There's quite a bit of body in this beer.
Yeah.
The mouthfeel is very full.
Yes.
Almost feel a little bit like I've had a nice porter as far as the weight of the beer itself when I'm drinking it.
Yep.
And we've had enough of these that we're not driving. Put it that way.
No.
We got the hotel shuttle coming to pick us up. Lisa, great gal. She doesn't normally deliver to the brewery, but there's a mall nearby that's an official drop-off point.
Did you sell her out?
Yeah, so so she will drop you at the mall. If you're ever in Fort Wayne, you stay at the Holiday Inn, which is a great facility, by the way.
Yeah, I mean the fireplace is amazing. It's a Holiday Inn. You know what? We need to get more fans.
We go the spectrum, I think our very first video was at the Four Seasons, and now we're at the Holiday Inn.
You're out of the Ritz. It might have been the Ritz.
I don't know whether we're kind of teetering or if we're starting to come down. Maybe then the Ritz.
Tell us what you like. You want us to be more ritzy or a little bit more
so
priority club?
At any rate, back to this beer. This is called Batch 1000.
Batch 1000.
Now I'm assuming it's the 1000th beer that they brewed, but that's just a guess, a wild guess.
Well, we just got the head nod from the wonderful
Emily. So I think we're in good shape.
Oh,
there.
she just did it? I love it. You just come and see her. You'll see what we mean.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah, very nice. And if it's your first time at band camp, then you'll feel right at home here.
Yeah, and that's... we got a good feeling from the beginning. We made friends with not only her, but another nice young lady. And I tell you what, the feeling you get is very welcoming here. Yeah. So if you're in Fort Wayne,
and we talked to another dude that was the expediter.
Oh yeah.
Definitely a solid guy. I mean, these guys do some good stuff.
Yeah.
Good food, good solid
Oh,
beers.
by the way, the food, nice big portions.
Oh, huge helpings.
Craft beer man loves that. Some of you do. If you, I mean, we had this one thing called the Idaho Nachos, which is basically it's a waffle cut, French fry with basically nacho on top, just melted cheese everywhere, bacon,
You will not
tomatoes.
need to go through the
We didn't
Burger King on the way home.
We were planning on eating dinner,
Yeah.
and that thing
Well,
came. It's like,
and then we just decided to eat some of these.
well.
So
Oh,
we've
did you
had-
mention 2 and 2?
Yeah, $2, 20 ounce. I mean, come on, for a double? Seriously.
Yeah, that's never happened for us.
No, that's the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, in California, you would pay. First of all, you wouldn't get a double in a 20. It just ain't gonna happen.
Right.
You're gonna get it in tulip, and it's gonna be like $8.
Right.
But here, you get a 20 ounce. It's $2. It's a special tonight.
There's
all the beers.
And there's no line.
Yeah.
There's no behind us right now. I mean, we did.
Pretty
anyway.
incredible stuff. So, with that said, we talked about the nose, we talked about the color, we talked about the mouthfeel. The flavor itself, what do you think about the flavor of the beer?
I think there's definitely a good amount of citrus in the flavor. I think that it's not hop forward for me. That's my preference. My personal preference is if I'm going to have a double IPA, I really want it to be, I want it
A little more of a
I
bite.
want a little more bitterness bite to it, and I'm not getting that. What do you think?
I'm thinking as far as double IPAs, the weird thing about doubles is most of them do tend to soften out. So when you think about some of the best doubles that we've had, like
Pliny.
Younger and Hop Slam, and
even Pliny the Elder.
They tend to soften down. And so it doesn't tend to be, unlike maybe the exception to that rule would be at the Great American. I think we reviewed a beer.
You mean the one by Racer 15?
No. It was the
This one.
the Knucklehead, wasn't it? Or it was but they had both their regular IPA and their double.
Yeah, we went back.
We went back
Yeah.
several times,
Yeah.
and it was like in your face.
Yeah.
So this does have a little citrus note, a little grapefruit kind of feel to it, but yeah, it's fairly smooth. It actually leans a little bit more into the sweetness range than the bitterness range to me. But a very drinkable beer. I think.
Know
we've
what?
had several of
Stop
these.
right there. Super duper drinkable.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Yeah.
In fact, that's the best thing about this beer.
Yeah.
Is that we're
we
not
haven't
we're
even
not Jones
thought about
leaving
let's switch to another beer.
or walking out of this facility.
At
We're,
$2, 20 ounce, 8%. No, we're
yeah,
happy.
Exactly.
We're
So
in
that's a
shape.
good point. And
Yeah.
I think there's some credo there.
Yeah.
We need to give that props for just that alone.
So looking at that, so we don't go on too long here. I
Yeah.
think this to me is a solid four mugger on a double IPA
Yeah, I was
scale.
going to say 3.5 or 4, but
Yeah.
we're here right here off the
For $2, come on.
Yeah, it's 4.
I mean, it's probably a 5 for $2, but
Well, you'd be a dumbass not to be here on a Wednesday night.
yeah,
Period.
yeah, you absolutely need to come. By the way, of all the Granite City food and breweries, we heard this one does the most beer and the most sales. So this is a great one to check out.
You've done a great job, Emily. And,
Come out and check out Emily and have the 1,000 batch or batch 1,000 double IPA.
I promise.
Cheers.
Her hair is redder than that, and it's.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come and see Emily. She'll take care of you.
All right.
And thanks for the smiles. She's a
Stay
sweetheart.
happy, my friends.
All right, we'll get a photo of her. Cheers.
Yeah, they just keep going down easy.
Yeah. I think,